Welcome to a new gold analysis. All right, so as you can see here on this range, we can easily understand that gold is breaking all the resistance levels. All right, we add this is the higher high, right? The second higher high, and then we created a first this high and then this one, and with this one we broke this previous one, so we are now laddering up. Okay, even on the bottom we can easily understand that. On the daily, we have the lowest support on this range. Okay, we have the other range there, but we don't need to go there right now. We have the daily support. Okay, we bounce. We have the daily support here. Okay, so on the daily, we can see that we are laddering up. On the top, on the other side, we are trying to attack, creating some higher highs here, as you can see, laddering up on the bottom. Here we also on the 4, if we go here, you can see the 4-hour range trend that I have here. I created this one based on the daily trend that we can create from the bottom here, this to this one here. Okay, and as you can see on the daily, that's also good. But on the 4, it's going to be better for the trades. So we have this previous range, as you can see here, right? This previous range, we didn't came down to this 4-hour, so that creates the range trend. Okay, that's the creation of that trend. Creation here, continuation there, and the confirmation over there. Okay, and even with that, we were already breaking. We broke already the 4-hour downtrend over here. Okay, as you can see on the 4, we might still have it on the daily, not from this top here, but from this next one, because from here you cannot create trend. Okay, so you have to go to the highest green candle, to the second highest green candle here. We might even go to here on the 4-hour, but for now on the daily, that's good. I can now delete this 4. We already backtest that. We don't need this anymore, this yellow line. So we have probably a range trend here. All right, guys. And if we actually break this range trend and don't hold any level inside here, inside this eye, we still have this polarity. We are probably going to attack the highest candle and maybe creating a new all-time high. So on this range, as you can see, we laddering, keep laddering, but we are kind of losing a little bit of volume. So we have this range as the top. Okay, we got the polarity level over there. It's the 4 and the 1-hour, but the 1-hour it's better. We test that, and as you can see, this is a really polarized level because it just came down 3%. Just test that and just came down 3%. So we came down, it went to the trend. It also went to the 4-hour here and that 1-hour untested candle over here. Okay, the other ones were tested. So on the 4, as you can see, we are keeping laddering up this candle to this candle. We already tested, we are testing this one. We might still go to some lower candles, so we have to be careful, right, guys? Because as you can see, the range trend here, if we actually break down this range trend, we can easily come down to this 1-hour polarity or even to this 4-hour untested candle. Okay, if we break down this 4-hour, we are probably going to attack the lowest levels here on this range. But honestly, this is still really bullish. We backtest, not backtest, we test the previous support that is now turning into resistance. Okay, but it's just this range, and this range was already attacking that previous one, so we can easily stay in the uptrend here. Okay, the only problem is going to be if we are actually creating this trend. I can even make it yeah, the best one, it's probably here. It's probably here. We have a big wick there and the polarity level there, so I'm gonna keep it there. We might be creating some interior downtrends here. Let me see that. Okay, we might have it. We already, yeah, it was a good one, but we already broke that, so I don't want to make it here. Well, maybe, but that's going to be a range trend from this point to this point. Okay, but I don't like this one, honestly. I don't like this. It's just on the 1 hour, so I don't like that. On the 4, if we break this 4, as I said before, we are really going to break down. So we break down to the previous low, so we really need to break this previous support that turned into resistance. If we break that up, it's the polarity level, so it probably is going to have a big reaction to the top, unless we have a big reaction to the down, of course, because it's a polarity level, and we already test that one time, so I believe we are going to break. And if we break, we need to go at least to that previous polarity level, or maybe even a little bit higher and breaking this previous second eye. We have the highest eye over there, we have the second eye, and as I said before, if we attack that, we are probably just going to break up. But for now, we need to understand if we are going to break this or not, because as you can see, the price is kind of getting compressed between the trend and the polarity level, and we are probably going to stay here for a little bit longer. It might not go so close to the to that range, but yeah, if we are actually, yeah, honestly, from here on the 1 hour, it's trying to break up, right? As you can see, if I mark this with the square, let me just make this just a little bit. Okay, that's fine. So we have the lowest 1 hour. Let me mark this lowest 1 hour. Okay, we still have this one here. We still have, well, maybe this range was already tested. Yeah, this is the biggest candle. We might still hold this 1 hour. Okay, and that's probably the last level for a possible long position, guys. That's probably the last one, because it's a little bit below the trend. Okay, and if we break that trend, we are going to attack the lowest, as I said, the lowest low, and we really need to hold this. If we don't hold the trend and this level, we are probably going to break down. So this is kind of the last level, maybe a 15 inside that. No, every 15 was tested here. Yeah, I believe this is the last range to hold. Okay, this is the last range to hold. We might not even go there, but this is really trying to break down this range, this little range. So we have to wait. We have to wait. But that is a really good one. And we already tested this trend multiple times. So if we get the price, if the price keeps getting compressed between these two levels, these two ranges, we need to understand if it's really going to break up or break down. All right, guys. So this is what I think it might happen to gold for the next few hours. Thank you, and see you guys tomorrow.